Hi there, it's Sandy, your sister and your friend. Welcome to today's video. It seems like this isn't the first video that I've done either in the middle of a hurricane here coming through Florida or in the aftermath of one. So in the last night, Hurricane Milton passed through Florida and from the west coast to the east coast, and about 2 weeks ago, Hurricane Helene came through Florida and actually made a path up through southeastern United States and ended up in the mountainous region of North Carolina, also through Georgia and South Carolina, but really hung out in North Carolina and just devastated people with hurricane force winds and flooding and dams breaking, and a lot of people lost their lives, both in Florida and along the way, and especially there in North Carolina. Also did damage in Tennessee. So I'm not trying to minimize the aftermath or the damage that was wrought by these hurricanes today, but I did want to talk about, what do you do? How do you prepare for the unexpected? I guarantee you that people in the mountains of North Carolina, all the way inland from the East Coast, as far from the East Coast in North Carolina as you can get, they were not expecting a hurricane to come through and to devastate their homes, and homes just being washed away into the rivers up there. Nobody thought that that was going to be the way that they would spend their time 2 weeks ago. In Florida, we know that people who live on the coastline are more apt to have, treachery that's associated with a hurricane. We happen to live in the central part of the state, and we last time had the hurricane come through 2 weeks ago with Helene, and it was lots of torrential rain and wind, but we really didn't suffer anything devastating here where we live. But everybody was told to prepare, and water and food on hand and that sort of thing. Again, the people in North Carolina probably have prepared for the kind of disasters that they might expect, a lot of rain, that sort of thing, but not a hurricane. That would be unexpected. So what do we do in our life? This is really what I wanted to say, to prepare for things that are unexpected. It can be good unexpected, but how do you prepare for the things that we equate in our mind with being bad, unexpected things that happen to us? And so I've been giving a lot of thought to that. And here's what I've come up with. And again, this is my journey, my life. I'm sharing it with you. It may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. But what I found is I really need to stay centered in source. Like, I need to spend time knowing my true identity, knowing who I belong to, knowing I've never been separated from my Creator, knowing that with such certainty and such confidence and surety that no matter what is happening in front of me, that I don't leave the source. I don't leave my source. I see myself always as an extension of God here on the earth, of love extending itself here on the earth. Because there's really nothing, I think, but love, and the sense of being the absence of love. Love is never absent, but we can cover it up. We can have it not be something that we look for and look to. And when we turn our back on it, we become fearful. And I think that's the difference, is for us to see ourselves as we really are, as being, we're here in that situation, whatever the situation is. It really doesn't matter what the situation is. I just got into a car accident, or somebody's, I see somebody coming at me who, wants to steal from me, or they have a gun pointing at me, or whatever it is. I'm facing a terrible disease. that seems to be hopeless. Again, the circumstances, I know it sounds odd to say that they don't matter, but they actually don't matter. What matters is, who do I know that I am? What confidence do I have that I am eternally spirit, part of God, here as God on the earth? How much confidence do I have in that? And when I do, I can see myself as I see God, and that is courageous, brave. I'm here for this particular experience because I am confident in Him and my allegiance to myself and to all mankind, of seeing everybody out there as being one with me. And when I see everything that way, I'm much more apt to, like, okay, let me stay here in source. That's the way I will help you. Is if you're out there on the ragged edge, and I mean anybody in whatever they're facing, and you're out there and you're wanting to draw me into the circumstances, that's not going to help either one of us. Like, I need to stay planted in this confidence, and it's in this place that I can stay attuned to not only who I am, but to who you are. And my staying here and loving you and just saying, I'm going to get through this. I know I am. This too will pass. And I'm going to stay true to who I know I am, in whose arms I know that I'm held in confident, eternal security. When I stay here, I invite you into this place. And if you're wavering and you're facing something and it's treacherous or it's hard for you, this is then to see somebody who's not faltering in times of crisis, in a struggle, in a storm. When there's somebody else, you can see that they're staying in that place of peace. That really gives us confidence that we can be there too. Like, we know that if anybody else can do it, then I can do it. Like, there's no difference between us. And even in the most trying times, we actually know that deep inside of us. We know that that's true. And so we're looking for the truth, and the truth really is whatever brings us to a place of love and accepting love and knowing that is universally true for everyone. No one is excluded from this place of being in peace, in love, and joy, really, no matter what we're facing. So today I just want to say that is, like, just spend enough time with Source that you actually know, that you are wrapped in eternal arms. You're held in the palm of His hand, that Mother Earth has you, however you want to envision this as a construct. If that helps you, just know that. Don't leave that place. And that will give you everything that you can give to be of service to other people who are not quite there yet. They are not as confident as you are yet. But you bring that light. You shine that light out of your heart and out of the darkness, which is really out of the ignorance that fear can override this place of love. It cannot. There's nothing any stronger than love. That's the paramount force here in the world. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I love you so much. Go and be blessed today. Don't get out on that ragged edge. Stay in Source, where you know that you actually belong, and that's where you are. I love you. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button. Go and be blessed for the rest of the day. Bye-bye.